burst out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Second and 10 now. Forced out to his right. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Throwing his love on third. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Packers. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Love out of the shotgun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Throw on third down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that, and it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. They'll come up first and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score a touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Ballantyne on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
To the air, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground here. Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
This one's to Slayton, left side. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Go on play action with Dart. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
From the gun, here's Dart. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Ballantyne on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On second down, Jacobs. He'll cobble together a yard there. Devon Holland there to make the stop.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. They'll run here following the penalty. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The Giants in control so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Third and long for him here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Andrew Phillips.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Dart. Escapes out to the left. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Dart out of the shotgun. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
Just one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The kick by Gano is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Gano ready to send this away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh no, they get him yet again! That's Bobby Okereke! And the Giants nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
Well, we're watching a defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
And they will score! Touchdown, New York! The Giants parlay the interception into points.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. And Kate, that's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback that could score it with his legs.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it a 24-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Ballantyne on the return. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
They're gonna go. It's Love. He's looking deep once again. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
I'm not sure it matters whether you think you've got the perfect play call in that situation. Hey, listen, going for it anywhere inside your own 20, the risk, it outweighs the reward fivefold, maybe tenfold.
Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scattaboo. And he's out of bounds. A flag is out as well, but offense looking pretty confident that it's on the defense here. Quick one to the outside by Dart. He has the New York touchdown! The Giants continue dominating in our opening half. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Love looking to pass. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Love throwing on 4th. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 1-yard gain on the play, and that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Short pass brought in. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fourth down. Here's Love. Pass brought in by Watson. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeout, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. McManus sends it through. And that's not going to do a ton against what is now a 28-point gap.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's into the hands of Singletary. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal, and because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Gets it to him on the screen. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They're going play action. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down. A handoff to Tracy. Big gap up the middle. And they get to him just in the nick of time to bring up fourth down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Gano ready to send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Handoff running right. Jacobs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
And some solid blocking there springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They stick with Jacobs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Fix the handoff now, Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a pickup of 26, and it'll be first down, Packers. Jacobs running behind center. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. Running it after the penalty. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run, Brock. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Now Love on the play fake. He's got it complete to Reed. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Here's a give to Jacobs. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Going run again with Jacobs. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 1 now. Love. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
They'll run for it. Jacobs. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field, but when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that can do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's the Packers with it and trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the pistol, here's Love. Caught down the field, Golden. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A give right side. Here's Lloyd. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action. Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And he stopped. Give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Flush down out to his left. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there,
they'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. So that delay backs him up 5, now 2nd and 15 to go. Dart out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Gets everything he has under this. That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, New York! The Giants keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Ballantyne on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Handoff here to Lloyd. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Going to the ground again on first. Has another lane. And he gets this down to the 38. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down throw. Here's Love. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Back to the air. Love. On the move, headed right. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards, to pick up this first down. Third and long. Here's Love. And they pick him off again. And the Giants get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. So you know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through three quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
I'll start on the ground here. Tracy. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. A throw left side finds Johnson. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Giants on the favorable end of this blowout. Second down now, 7 to go. Going play action with Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, here's Dart. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to pass it here. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40. That brings up third down.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp, because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on third. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the